Okay, went to the HOA meeting and it was pretty cool. Met a lot of really neat people. I'm taking that door out and gonna see what I can do with it. The hole in the wall has to be 32 1/2 inches. So here we go. Let's tear it up. Hi everybody. I've been slacking on the video. I got this door in. It's not quite right yet. I got to make some adjustments. But it closes and opens. Closed, open, closed, open. Works pretty good. It's not quite right. It's not even with the wall. But that may just have to be something I have to deal with. I kind of got really sidetracked and went out and got the wood. Come on, baby. He doesn't want to come. Oh, there he is. Hope he doesn't run off. He's been running off. Kind of got sidetracked, and I've been building a gun range. Can't get that one hole to drill. Oh, you guys, come here. Come on. Put him in the car. Sheldon wants to drive. Baby says, no, please don't let Sheldon drive. It's getting windy. What this is going to be is right here where these two boards are will be the bench. This is the bench. Right there is 20 yards. Right there is 50 yards. And right out there, I don't know if you can see it or not, this has a button on it, which I can't get to work. Somewhere here there's a zoom. I'm going to have to learn how to use this thing someday. Yeah, there it is. Right there, that's 100 yards. Plus or minus 100 yards. Just measured it by foot. And those will be the ranges. I can go further. I can go 400 yards out there, but that'd be a little bit far. Each of these is going to be 4 foot wide. It's going to be wood, a wood cage basically filled with dirt. And I can replace the wood if it gets too badly worn out or anything like that. This hole, I need these to be 18 inches deep minimum. One went in really easy. Right there, that's about 2 feet. And this one I had to fill with water because it stopped at about 12 inches. That's the plan on the gun range. Costing about $130 per backstop. Plus, I busted my ass putting it together. But this is the bench. 1, 2, 3. We're thinking about putting an action range out there, which will be a lot simpler. Former sheriff deputy, I kind of like doing that kind of stuff. That was a lot of fun when we did it. And we went to a thing a couple of weeks ago, Sue and I did, and that one was a lot of fun, where we went and did some action shooting. I did terrible, need to practice. But anyhow, that'll stop anything that I've got. I got some pretty big rifles, and it'll stop it. So, gotta go to town. I hear Graceland has a sale on sheds, and we need another shed. we need an actual shed to put things in and a carport to put things under. We're thinking about putting it right there. It may end up over here somewhere, I don't know. I think where I'm putting the gun range might be where we wanted to put the shed. But we'll figure it out. Okay, I'll be back. Maybe. Okay, I was working on this a little bit. Had to go to town. Graceland is having a sale on some of their buildings, but it's over today, so I'm probably going to miss out. Looking at I forgot what it's called. They got a lot of good buildings. Choke and gag. I got the holes drilled out here. Went ahead and bought a bar to break through the ground. It's $37, but I came back and tried to drill it and it still wouldn't drill. So I pounded it a couple of times with that and it drilled right through. Filling this up with dirt. That'll stop anything I've got. Might come out here and put a hole in it just for a test. But Baby, the dog, has been a pain in the ass. He's figured out that all he has to do is run off down the road and I'll come after him in the truck. And I mean, he does not turn around. I'll go after him in the truck and he'll get a bye-bye ride. It's really a pain. So I'm just putting him on the leash when he goes outside. Sheldon's pretty good. He stays right with me all the time. But it's clouding up. Hopefully we'll get some more rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. We will see. I'm going to paint that brown when it's all done. Either brown or green. Get enough to do all three of those. And you won't be able to see it. If I get the, just take one of those leaves into Sherwood-Williams and say, I need this green, and they will make it for me. But that's the plan. So it's time to give up for the day. I'm bushed. Been even thinking about going home. Need to go home anyhow and check the mail. Yeah, I will be back. Maybe. Put the bike in if it's going to rain. I didn't want to get all wet and gooey. Too bad Baby's running off. That's disappointing. It's kind of fun to walk through the bushes and have him there when I'm working on stuff. But, okay, I'll be back. Okay, I got the backstop finished. My off-grid backstop. I need to start gathering up my brass and reloading. This is with the Glock. 40 Smith & Wesson. At 20 yards from standing. Not a real good group, but they're all in the same spot. Okay, see if I can hold this up. It's all full of dirt all the way up. The red thing at the top is Coroplast. It's plastic cardboard. That's what it is. These are 2x6s and 2x6s, 4x4, rubber and rubber. And you can see they didn't go through at all. There's one back there that hit the crack, and it could have gone through, but it didn't. So the backstop works. Now if I need to, I can just put another sheet of plywood or whatever over the face of that, and it'll work well. The bottom 5 holes are from a little bit higher caliber pistol, and a couple of them went all the way through, but I didn't have it all full of dirt at that time either, so it wasn't packed down. But this will stop anything from going much further. I like it. That came out really well. Now I did find Home Depot does have used railroad ties, and the next 2 are going to be rifle, so I'll probably have to use railroad ties on those. And that came out pretty decent. This one's just strictly pistol, but that came out good. I'll cut that red piece off, and I'm going to paint that green. Have to get some green paint to match that tree, that juniper. That came out really, really, really well. I'm happy with that. I might try the higher caliber pistol again to see if it goes through with everything packed. I don't know if it will or not. And those were solid bullets. They weren't hollow point or anything like that. 165 grain, I think. Might be 185 grain. I have to check. They're the Winchester white box. But it looks like rain. Been at this for quite a while. You see my wagon tracks. I had to go over to the septic tank, and there's a big pile of dirt back there, and bring that dirt over to here to dump it down inside that thing. One final thing I might do is install a back brace, an angled back brace right here on both sides. I might install one going forward too. But that, you can't move it. It's solid. So that works. Alright, and I use that foam cement instead of regular cement. That works really well. I'm happy with that. Now Sue and I are talking about getting a carport. Right here is where I was standing when I shot those. I had my foot on there like that. And you can see how far, about 20 yards. I like to shoot long distance. I don't like shooting close up. But it's more fun, I guess. Okay, but Sue and I have been talking about getting a carport and putting it right there where those 4x4s and 2x4s are sitting. And then, so that'll be right here. I want to save that plant. That plant actually got dug up once, and it came up when we were putting in the foundation for all of this. The guy doing the work plowed that up, but it's growing again, and I don't want to hurt it. So we're going to go 4 feet from the house this way, and 3 feet out this way. We may go further out. I need to talk to the Graceland people. But I want to even with that, and there's a possibility I might bring it out to here where it's even with that plant. So this corner might be right here next to that plant. And then at this end, down here, we'll put in a shed the same width, maybe. That's not decided for sure yet, but it'll be the same width as the, whatever this thing is. But I was thinking if we went all the way to that, see what I have to do right now if we do it this way is we need to go 21 feet to that board over there where that one 4x4 goes up against the house. I need to get rid of that stack of scrap wood also. where that board is 18 feet. So if we went 21 feet, then I'd be able to put it in the right way rather than have it sideways. And I think life would be easier if I did that. So I could come out to that plant, and that would be about 21 feet back to there. I'm leaving enough room so that if we decide to for sure, we can put in a window back there in the bedroom. But this is coming out well. I'm really happy with that backstop. That came out decent. We can shoot now. We have some place to shoot. We'll be building a bench. We're buying a bench. Thought maybe just a picnic table might work. But I've got a couple of guns that have tripods, and we have gimmicks and stuff, stands and supports and this and that for sighting stuff in. I'm hoping we get some rain out of this. It did rain last night, but it wasn't enough to start the pump. But anyhow, I'm going to go inside and eat a burrito. I'll be back.